Coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about this month's big releases, including Borderlands, Alien Romulus, and more.
If you've got kids, you're in for a good time. We'll be showing you all the Julia Donaldson related releases.
And we'll also be going through some of the movies that you can see in 4DX, including a re-release of Twisters. Welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I'm Luke Owen.
And I'm Dan Layton.
And we are here at the O2 in Cineworld Cinemas to check out the big movies of August 2024.
It is full-on summer holiday season. It is warm outside. We're both wearing shorts today.
Wearing my shirts.
Time to go and get a bit of aircon.
Yeah, that's it. Go and stay cool from the heat by coming to the cinema and checking out films like Borderlands, Alien Romulus, a bunch of Julia Donaldson stuff as well. So
we've got to have a conversation.
Absolutely, let's go do it. Yeah. Out today, we have got Harold and the Purple Crayon.
We absolutely have.
Because it is summer holiday season, so we want to get the families together, get them into the cinema.
Oh, we have a lot for the families this summer.
And this is like a proper family adventure movie. There's a guy he's called Harold, and he's got a magical purple crayon, and he makes a lot of things come to life with it.
In the trailer, he draws a little plane, and then the plane becomes a plane, and then you're riding the plane. Zachary Levi is in this film, sort of being the lead. Continuing his run, Shazam, now here we are. He's having a lovely time.
He is, yeah. This does look like proper family adventure fun. Like it's going to be nothing too serious. Maybe there'll be some mild peril in there.
I would expect mild peril.
But PG mild peril, not 12A mild peril.
Well, no, that's a t-shirt I want, mild peril.
But if you want something a little bit different, and this is something that very much appeals to me as the father of a toddler because I've seen these a lot. The Julia Donaldson adaptations of her great series of books are being shown on the big screen. Is kicking off with Zog and the Gruffalo.
Now, what is Zog?
Zog is a dragon.
Okay.
He's a dragon, right?
That works for me.
Yeah, he's a cool one. And then the Gruffalo is, it's a Gruffalo.
My nephew sees anything that is vaguely furry, points and says Gruffalo.
Yeah, I've been on Gruffalo trails. I celebrate the Gruffalo's birthday, and I went to a Gruffalo party at a local park.
The Gruffalo really likes to make everything about himself.
A little bit, yeah. Before we get into the following week, though, because I'm excited to talk about Borderlands. Okay. Can I tell you about snacks?
Of course you can. You always do.
I like to talk to you about snacks.
You do, and it works for me.
Because we've got 2 new snacks that I'd like to try.
Yes.
So we're going to do a bit of a taste session.
Oh, go on then.
On this video.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 new flavours for you. We'll start with the nachos. So you and I, we love the nachos on this show. How about chili nachos?
Yeah. Can I confess something to you? I've already been at this.
Daniel?
Yeah, you left me alone for a few minutes, so I've been going in.
Daniel?
Yeah, and it's really good. They're really, they've got a nice
Can you pretend that you haven't?
Okay. I wonder what this is going to taste like. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good.
So the cheese sauce, we liked our yellow.
Oh, we love our yellow.
The cheese sauce is a lot sort of more rounded flavour. It was always quite rich. And I liked the rich. This is slightly more mellow, which works very nicely with the spicing in the nachos. And the nachos are so crunchy.
They really are.
They just leave a very pleasant taste in your mouth. I've had a really lovely time this morning. No, don't give them to them because then I can't finish it.
Okay. Well, I've got one more for you. Now you may be looking at this and be like, "Oh, is this popcorn?"
Yeah.
No.
New flavour, mate.
It's salted caramel popcorn.
That's right. And I'm a salty sweet person, so. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah. Just chewing now. Sorry.
We also have an offer on our Candy King Pick and Mix because if you buy 350 grams of the Pick and Mix, you can get free Chew Its Jewels.
I love a Pick and Mix.
Me too.
I'm a big fan. My favourite is the fizzy strawberries. No, I'm lying to you. My favourite is the fizzy bubblegum bottles. I love also the big long strips with the sort of fondant in the middle. I love also Jazzies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white chocolate with the sprinkles.
Any ones that kind of look or taste a bit like wine gums, they're big on my list.
Yeah. Cherries.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Out on the 9th of August, the video game movie adaptation Borderlands hits the big screen with a cast that every time I look at it, I'm like, well, that's they're in it.
You pulled something off here.
Yeah.
You've really managed. You really achieved.
Okay, it's Kate Blanchett.
Certainly is.
It's Kevin Hart. It's Jack Black.
Yep.
And it's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well, there you go. You know, I'm also going to defer to you on this one because I feel like this is the one you're most excited to talk about. But the sort of vibrancy of the colour and the audacity of the cast is something that makes me go, hello.
If you've played the Borderlands game, you probably know what to expect from the movie version of this. It is just pure chaos. It is just madcap adventure. It is people, it's light and it's fun and it's not taking itself too seriously. And it does look like a bunch of actors who are just really enjoying themselves on set and just having a good laugh with each other.
Yeah.
Got a very much a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe to it, which is what they've
That's a
very
good
much
shout.
been going for. Like, if you watch the trailer, it's got a real Guardians energy to it.
The ensemble cast
Yes,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
But slightly differently, you just go on down the hallway.
Oh, hello. You love going down the hallway. That's your favourite metaphor.
But make sure you don't fall into a trap
Hello.
while you're there, because M. Night Shyamalan is back and he wants to trap us all.
Now, that would be a twist. So Trap is a film about a guy and his daughter going off to a big old pop concert. One of those frivolous fun activities people tend to do.
Imagine you're going to see Taylor Swift at Wembley.
Oh, Taylor Swift at Wembley. And they're very excited and they're going to have a nice time. However, the reason this concert is taking place is to, title of the film, trap a serial killer.
And he's the dad.
What?
That's the thing in the trailer.
The serial killer is the dad?
Yeah, he suddenly realizes, they're here to trap me, and so then the whole film is about him trying to escape them.
This is a twist. I didn't realize this from watching the
Yeah.
trailer. I just got facial blindness in that moment, apparently.
Yeah, as in apparently it's based on a true story.
Mad. Okay.
The police set up this huge sting to try and catch this criminal.
Right. Let me tell you about M. Night Shyamalan. I find with his movies that I am always like, go on then. I'm intrigued. Like, whether or not they are massively successcul or in their twist, or it's like, that one didn't quite work for me. I'm always showing up.
It's high concept stuff. And what I appreciate about M. Night Shyamalan as a filmmaker is that he just goes for high concept. What if you went to a beach and you aged while you were there?
What if you went to a cabin and then Dave Bautista showed up?
Exactly.
I feel like this is a filmmaker who knows himself and is a little bit fearless in terms of, well, whatever, I am going to make my film. And he has we live in an age of auteurs in many ways, and I'd chuck him in there as well. He knows what he's doing.
Exactly, he does. But perhaps Borderlands isn't your bag. Maybe even Trap is not your bag. You want to go something a little bit different. So let's go down the hall a little bit further.
How long is your hall?
I mean, these are big cinemas. We're in the Cineworld Cinemas in the O2. It's a massive place.
That is true.
So you can go down the corridor a little bit further, and you can go see.
Just make sure you're leaving a little popcorn trail so that you can find your way back.
Well, here it is. It ends with us.
Okay, there it is. Very good. We've done it, everybody. It ends with us.
This is our romantic drama.
Certainly
with
is.
Blake Lively, based upon the book by Colleen Hoover.
Colleen Hoover, yeah.
Who I know my wife has read books by.
Yeah, you'll know the cover.
Yeah. You know the sort of deal. She goes on a bit of a journey.
Yeah,
she meets
self-discovery.
she meets a neuroscientist or a neurosurgeon, and then things, sparks are flying and stuff. But then, she starts to see some traits between them that she saw in her parents.
Ain't it always the way?
I know. Right?
We don't. Well, how do we stop ourselves becoming our parents? That is the question. It is the director of, I believe, Jane the Virgin, which was a very successful television program. And I think he was involved, if I'm not mistaken, involved in the Garfield movie. So, what a little IMDb page. The director of it.
Oh, right, okay, sorry, I think you meant the character of Jane the Virgin.
No.
Or that was a big plot point of the Garfield
I was just rattling
movie.
off an IMDb page.
Let's circle back on the corridor, though, because I think we've reached the end.
Right.
There, so you might have to come back a little bit and then hang a right, because there's more Julia Donaldson, and this is my favourite week for it, because these are two of my genuine favourites.
Okay.
These are two of my kids' favourites. Zog and the Flying Doctors, which is the sequel to Zog,
Okay.
and Stickman.
Stickman. Now I've heard of Stickman. Stickman not festive?
But it is. It's set at Christmas. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's in August.
Yeah. Well, it's it goes throughout an entire year because Stickman lives in the family tree with his stick lady love and his stick children.
I should never question.
One day he goes for a jog until a
And
bird
then he meets
says
Zog.
no. And then Stickman says Stickman no. And then a bird says Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the dog. A dog. No. A stick says the dog.
Go
an
and
excellent
see the film
stick.
and then you'll find out.
An excellent stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again. I've read the book a lot.
Yeah, I can tell.
But Zog and the Flying Doctors,
Yeah.
my kid went dressed as Princess Pearl for World Book Day.
That is quite
this
cute.
year.
Yeah, good for her.
It was good. And I like Zog and the Flying Doctors. It's got a good message to it as well.
Okay.
Because it's about Princess Pearl and Gadabout and Zog, and they're the Flying Doctors, and they go around helping lots of people.
Well, don't spoil it.
But then when they go back to her uncle's house, who's the king, he's like, "What happened to your pretty dress?" And then
Vivid impression, by the way.
thank you very much. And so then he like traps her in the castle and makes her do things like sewing and knitting and arranging flowers. But she wants to be a doctor. And then he falls ill, but he won't let her help because he doesn't think that women can be doctors.
People can be women.
Very good though. There is also animated fun with Gracie and Pedro, Pets to the Rescue, a film about beloved family pets who actually loathe each other, who have to make their way back home after being separated from their owners, which is very, very different to what is coming out the week after.
Pray tell.
Alien Romulus.
Quite different.
I'm dead excited about this. It's Fede Alvarez, who you will know as a huge fan, as the director of the Evil Dead remake.
Yeah, love them.
Yep.
Love all the horror films. I'm certainly brave.
He did that huge, big raining blood sequence at the end of Evil Dead. He has been tapped to direct this new Alien movie that is not connected to any previous Alien movies.
Oh, really?
So this is not like
that's
following
interesting.
the adventures of Sigourney
Prometheus.
Weaver's, like Ripley or Prometheus or anything like that. This is just a movie within the Alien world. And I'm really excited by that. And I think the trailer looks absolutely awesome.
I saw the trailer the other day. I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine, also still available this month, by the way. And I saw the trailer for it and thought it did capture that kind of very intense, atmospheric, claustrophobic vibe of the original Aliens so well. So I was very much like, I didn't see it through my fingers. It looked fantastic.
I really like Fede Alvarez as a director, so I'm very excited by this. This has been in development for quite some time as well. Like Fede Alvarez kind of pitched this to Ridley Scott while Ridley Scott was making Alien Covenant. So we're going quite some
is
ways
ages
back.
ago.
Yeah, that's like 2016.
2017, yeah.
2016, 2017.
And I remember because of what my hair looked like in the pictures at the premiere.
I was also at that premiere
Were
as
you?
well. Yeah, for Alien Covenant.
Ridley Scott, now I'll tell you a story. I was sat in this row seat, because you go to the premiere, but they don't give you like the best seats in the house. They save those for the famous people.
Of course.
But I was sat on the edge of row C, and Ridley Scott does his little speech. He's like, "Thanks for coming." And as he's walking away, he sort of walks and he looks at me, and he goes, and then he walks off. So I don't know if he was just a massive fan of Bacon with Leighton, or I've inspired The Last Duel. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But to this day, I will die as the man who made Ridley Scott do a double take.
Man, if there is like something to do with you in Gladiator 2.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, if someone shows up and they've got frosted tips, like, there you go. That was the Dan Leighton inspiration. But there's more Julia Donaldson on the way as well.
Are you kidding? She is booked and busy.
She's not even all of her things are being shown. There's no Tabby McTat being shown.
You can't escape Julia Donaldson.
I certainly can't.
It's like the 90s and Hugh Grant all over again.
You can go see Room on the Broom,
Yeah.
which is also a really good one, and Superworm, which my kid doesn't like because she doesn't like worms. True story. Tried it. She was just like, I don't like it.
I don't like it. Look, advocate for yourself. Know yourself. Good for you.
But again, very different to Julia Donaldson, releasing the following week on the 23rd. The Crow is back.
Julia Donaldson's The Crow. Very different kind of energy.
I'm the Crow, don't you know?
I feel like...
That was what Julia Donaldson would write.
I feel like...
And this is my tale of woe.
Is it a tale of woe?
Well, it is. I mean, it's about a dude who dies. So
Right,
yeah,
it certainly
and then
does.
as his spirit is trying to go into the afterlife, a crow stops along the way to be like, no, go and avenge your death.
Oh, okay.
So this is this is a kind
This
of
is a remake of the
1994. It's based on a comic book, and so it is a remake of that. Well, I suppose it's a new adaptation of the comic book. But this is, as opposed to the first one, or and its sequels were kind of like dark, gritty, and gothy. This is like, what if we did The Crow, but it's John Wick?
Yeah, that is the vibe from the trailer. I get this feels like it's one that's very up your street.
Oh yeah, I was a big fan of The Crow.
Yeah.
And it's not just because I was a goth kid in the 90s.
Very much.
But I was like, it's metal, and it was awesome, and it was Brandon Lee, and it was cool, and it was dark, and it was and like this one just looks like violent out the wazoo, because the Crow can't die, like he can't be killed, so he can take like all of these like bullets and shots and all this whatnot, and then you just keep coming back and sort of fighting away, and it just looks really, really cool.
It does give me fully like atmospheric vibes. I know that's a bit of a cliche, but again, it's this kind of like complete self-actualization and self-knowledge of what you are, what you're doing, and we're going to put it all into every pore of the film. Yeah.
If that is not your vibe, and you're like, do you know what I really want? Is some Channing Tatum.
I always want Channing Tatum.
But if you want Channing Tatum with a creepy vibe, Blink Twice is out this week. This is the story of Channing Tatum, who is like a tech billionaire, and he meets a young lady at a gala, and get a little bit like a flirty nature here, and so he invites her to his like cabin for like a big sort of party, and they're having a lovely, lovely time, until she starts to question the actual reality around her.
Oh no.
And now she has to see if she can get out of this alive.
That is a nightmare. I hate it when I go to a party and start questioning my reality.
It happens to me more than you think.
It is an unfortunate side effect of a house party.
Yeah, and it's always with Channing Tatum.
Yeah, what is he like?
I know, right?
Yeah.
A very, very different style for that is Kneecap, which is very interesting. So this is an Irish movie about a group of kids who basically create a hip-hop album in their native Irish tongue.
Think you can stop what we do? I doubt it. Do you know this song?
Yeah, you and Social Media Abby were telling me
Obsessed
about
with
this.
And the Irish kids doing music is very much my jam, so I'm all about Kneecaps. Now, you said it was in the Irish language?
Yes.
Cool. Tell me more.
Well, they have to overcome the police, paramilitaries, and politicians as the future of the Irish language erupts into the public arena. So one of the central jokes about this is that in the Irish language, there are 40 words for stone, but only one for stoned.
Great. That is very funny. I'm all for anything that celebrates language like that. I think it's important to keep these languages alive.
Me too.
Diolch yn fawr, that's Welsh.
I actually did try to learn Welsh.
Do you know what Diolch yn fawr means?
Diolch yn fawr is, well, that's it. You just say that as like a greeting. I don't think it's just like
not
hello.
Greeting.
Diolch yn fawr?
Diolch yn fawr is thank you very much.
Oh,
but
what am I thinking of?
You're thinking, I don't know. But there's goodbye, which is hwyl fawr.
Yeah.
But that means big bye. And diolch yn fawr means thanks in big.
Great.
Thanks in big.
Thanks in big.
That's Welsh, which is not Irish, which is what Kneecaps is about. But you get the point.
I did try and learn Welsh.
Everyone tries to learn Welsh.
Yeah, trying to do it for my wedding for the 3 Welsh speakers that were there. And then I was like, this is too hard. And guess what? There's more Julia Donaldson on the way, because we've got The Highway Rat and, again, one of my kids' favourites, Snail and the Whale.
She's just putting anything on a page, isn't she?
Snail and the Whale's great. It's about a snail who befriends a whale and they go on an adventure together.
I like the Rat Highwayman. I remember when I was at Waterstones and I would sell these books, I remember that I was like, this rat has moxie. I like him.
Look at you all of a sudden coming out the woodwork in support of Julia Donaldson after bad-mouthing her
Hey,
this
look,
whole
no,
episode.
listen here. I support Julia Donaldson. It's the kids I have no time for.
The kids who like her
The kids
work.
can get out.
I like Alex.
Or no, do you know what? I support all of these movies because if all the kids go and see them, that means they're out of my way.
And I could go see The Crow in peace. We also have Cuckoo, Between the Temples, and Noah's Ark being shown on the big screen. But if that is not your jam, the week following on the 30th, you can go see Touch. Or you can go see Afraid. Now, Afraid, you might look at that time and be like, ooh, wonder what this is about. Well, what if I was to tell you that the A and the I at the end of Afraid is sort of central to the plot?
It's a film about AI, Luke.
It is. It's about a family who they're sort of a testing ground for a new AI house. And they go in there and the AI is supposed to be like, we're going to make your lives better. And then do you know what happens?
I bet the AI takes over and makes their lives worse.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. And sort of like it's a little bit possessive of the family. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that Treehouse of Terror episode of The Simpsons with Pierce Brosnan when the AI falls in love with Marge.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
I don't remember. All I remember is Dave. And if we haven't learned from Dave in 2001: A Space Odyssey...
I thought you meant the movie about the guy who replaces the president.
No. I don't remember that one.
There's a movie called Dave.
Oh, great. Well, no, I mean Dave I can't do that, Dave. Hal.
Yeah.
Hal is the name of the AI. But if we haven't learned from Hal and Dave's folly, we're never going to learn.
And we also have Pip and Posy Cinema Show to really round off this wonderful children's season.
I'm really happy for you kids. It's all about you, isn't it? When's Dan's summer holiday? That's what I want to know.
We have some wonderful event cinema for you as well. Blackpink World Tour is being shown on Saturday the 3rd and Sunday the 4th.
Can you just say Blackpink will be in your area on those days? I mean, just get with the times.
And Coraline's 15th anniversary is being shown on Thursday the 15th. And Pulp Fiction's 30th anniversary is being shown on Saturday the 24th and Tuesday the 27th.
We also have a 4K reissue of The Italian Job to celebrate the 55th anniversary, and Andre Rieu's 2024 Maastricht concert, Power of Love, will come your way on Saturday the 31st at 7, Sunday the 1st, Tuesday the 3rd, and Wednesday the 4th.
Not only that, Spider-Man season is just around the corner, and we are showing all of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Not just the Amazing Spider-Man, but also the Raimi trilogy and the MCU ones as well. Kicking things off this month, you can go see Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and both of the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
We have an autism-friendly screening of Despicable Me 4 on Sunday the 4th, unlimited screening of Babes on Monday the 5th,
and a secret screening on Tuesday the 6th.
Love a secret screening, me, which is lucky because we have another secret screaming, isn't it? Oh no, not secret screaming!
Oh, that's right, secret screaming on Monday the 12th.
And The Never-Ending Story is 40 years old. We'll be celebrating by showing it on Wednesday the 7th.
Now come on, you can't just say The Never-Ending Story. You've got to do it in the style. You've got to sing the song.
The Never-Ending Story.
There you go.
That's all you're getting. This is premium stuff. Also, that's all I know. I've never seen it.
Just before we get out of here, though, I wanted to quickly talk about 4DX.
Oh, please.
Because you and I love a bit of 4DX.
We do.
So we're showing a few of these films in 4DX. Borderlands, which you can also go see in IMAX, is being shown in 4DX. Alien Romulus is being shown in 4DX.
So, my head goes straight to the alien bursting out of the chest moment and the little punch we're going to get from behind.
Punch in the back.
Yeah,
absolutely,
lovely.
Breathing on the back
of
your neck,
no, thank you.
Tickling around the
no,
ankles.
oh God.
So much fun. Also, The Crow is being shown in 4DX.
Oh, that's so fierce.
Which is going to have so much, again, like punching in the back.
I would love it. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this technology in time, but I would love it if when they spray the water in your face, you end up with the crow face paint.
Oh.
If they could work that out.
I think we were going to say, like, just put a little red colour dye in the water as well, so it feels like blood is splattering on your face the entire time.
No, I want the makeup without having to try.
Yeah, you want the Homer Simpson makeup gun.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's also available in IMAX, and 4DX is returning to our Leicester Square branch of Cineworld Cinemas.
That 4DX cinema. I have very fond memories in that cinema.
Great way to go and see the movies, including, and this has had incredible feedback as well, and you and I loved the trailer for it when we did it, Twisters is coming back this month.
Yeah.
Exclusively in 4DX.
So Twisters did real well. People loved the movie. And 4DX specifically is really a great showcase of what can be achieved with that medium and with the film itself.
Yeah.
The kind of immersion of it all. Big fan.
But that's all we've got time for on this edition of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. You can check out all of the movies that we've discussed today and book your tickets using the links in the video description down below.
And if you had fun with this video, but you were like, oh, I'd like it to talk me to sleep at night. I'd like to be comforted by their dulcet tones. You can get it in the podcast realm, wherever you get your podcast from.
And we will see you next month for more cinema chat. I've been Luke Owen.
And I've been Dan Layton.
And that's What's On.